guys, my name is Piyush Mishra and welcome to my channel Explorer P. Today we'll discuss about the fifth chapter of book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that is The Rich Invent Money. So here he will explain how the rich invent money. So he started by giving an example of Graham Bell, that he made one product and tried to sell in a $1 lakh to West Union, which at that time the West Union was a big company. So they have a very good reputation at that time. So they declined their product and they did not take it. So what happened, like he learned from this Graham Bell, and in future he made a multi-billion company. That is one example, that how he learned from his failure and got a big achievement from it. Second example is, there is another employee working in a local newspaper. So he got fired. Once he got fired, so he was very terrible. He was begging for a job, as he had done some investment. He had bought a new house and some new car also. So he was begging. So that is the another example, like how with the fear and self doubt he got finished. So what the author is trying to say, everybody has fear and self doubt, but we need to understand it. We need to convert this fear and self doubt into power and brilliance. Once we convert it into power and brilliance, then we can grow our financial IQ or financial intelligence. So as the financial intelligence grow, you see opportunities in future. You excite for your future, not dread. That is what he's trying to say. Also, he's telling, like 300 years ago, land was considered as a wealth. After that, factories and production house were considered as a wealth. Nowadays only the information is that is being considered as a wealth, and it is changing continuously. So what he is trying to say, don't clinch to old ideas. If you are clinch to old ideas, that is the biggest liability that you have. Generate new ideas and be excited about that. After that, the author is talking about his game that he created with the name Cash Flow. And what he is saying, the motive of this game was to create, to understand the finance, or to create the financial options. That is what he is saying. So what he is trying to say, like when what he saw with this game, when people play this game, so inside game they have money but they don't know how to use it. Sometimes people have money but they are not getting the right card, so they are complaining. Third example he took, like they have money, they have the right card, but they miss the opportunity. So with this, people are able to understand where they are lagging by playing this game. So he also talked about this. Apart from this, so what he's trying to say, like it's all about financial intelligence that we need to grow. And there is nothing, like there is nothing that which can be done. Only there is one thing which you can take, as I said, that is your mind. Just train it to grow your financial intelligence. Apart from this, author took two examples that he invested in a real estate business. First, he took example of his early 1990s, when there was a market crash in Phoenix. So he said that there was very downfall of the GDP. So at that time, he bought a $75 house, 75,000 amount of dollar house, just in $20,000. And after 1 year, when again the market grew up, again the Phoenix economy grown up, so he just sold it with the advertisement, like the $75,000 house is being sold on a $60,000. So that is what he's saying, like even the buyer was also happy and they were also happy. It's a kind of win-win situation, and he saw this opportunity and he just clinched it and made the money from this. Apart from this, so what he is trying to say, author is trying to say, like it's up to you whether you earn money, pay the taxes, and save what's left, and also pay taxes on your saved money as well, or just grow your financial intelligence. Um, Another example that he took like in Oregon, he also bought again a one house um, of 8 lakh dollar, and after that he bought it, he sold it in future in $16,000 after a year when the market grew up. And again he bought from this particular amount, he bought a 12 unit multi-story building that again he sold after a year into a whooping amount, that around I think 1.2 million. So it's simply about watching the opportunity and act on them. So what author is saying, just you are like make a stock portfolio, put some investment, some will grow and some will not. So it's like that you should see all these things as a fun. Like whenever you will lose, then you will learn. You will, if you will earn, then you will win. So it's like just see it as playing a game. Finally, what he is trying to say, like there are two types of investor. First, who just believe in fact investment from a retail outlet. Second, the investor who create investment, and they are called the professional investors. What he's saying, like professional, if you want to become a professional investor, you should have three qualities. First, you should see those opportunities which others are missing. Second, raise money. Third, like you should hire some smart people who are more smarter than you. So these three things are required to become a professional investor. So that's it about the fifth chapter. Thank you so much. Tomorrow again I will come with the sixth chapter of Rich Dad Poor Dad.